Okay,
one.
go. Okay, hello. So this is team 5. So we're gonna do our COP. So I'll start off with my own coaching session today. Okay, so what my coaching session today, what I did was I did some rugby passes and a bit of side step. So I feel like what I did good was I mentioned the objective at the start. Like the what's the purpose of passing in touch rugby, especially because it's a team sport. So passing is the only way for the team to for the ball to reach at the end. And then the side step is actually to get away from the opponent. But then I think what I missed out on during my coaching session is I didn't really ask my participants their well-being at the start. Like I didn't ask them whether they are feeling well or they have any injuries or that. That's the thing that I missed out. Then another good thing I think I did is I saw that they were struggling to pass the rugby ball to each other because it was a bit far. So I told them to like go closer and no, actually at the start I immediately asked them to walk first to pass the ball and it was hard for them to walk at the same time pass at the back. So I told them to pass stationary first to get the momentum of doing the rugby pass. Then after that we progressed to like walking and then like run up a bit. Yeah. Then other than that, um I feel like the side step can be improved, I guess. The side step part, or like I can do another skill that links with the passing because side step and passing is like a bit like off, you know. Yeah, that's all for my coaching session today. Yep. Any comments? I guess.
I go first.
Marcus, yeah.
Okay, so for your session, right? Okay, so there's like a passing and then there's a few variant drill. So, but then always got the how to say the constant big point that happens to be going on, right? Is the voice projection. Okay, so because your participant is two, so naturally your voice projection won't be so loud. But the thing you need to be concerning is that the person who's evaluating is still a distance away. They are outside the court. Okay, so other than that, the other feedback I think I would have is just that in accordance to your drills, right? I think it's easier if you try to find those that involve around the same KCP, so that the learning objective in terms of your psychomotor, your cognitive and affective, right, all happen to align very very better. Other than that, I think no, nothing else. Yeah. If anybody want to take over, just feel free to do so. Okay.
Okay, I'll go next. So I think you did good job on the starting part of the passing because I noticed I don't know if it's intentional, but there was like some sort of like gentle taxonomy there where like you ask us to pass without the ball first, then you add the ball, then you add the movement, then add the walking, then jogging. So I think that was good. And for the side step part, what you said about not linking it, maybe you can try to link it. I understand that it's two people, so there can't be much to do. Or maybe like you can like link it by like maybe the defender can pass the ball, then we catch the ball and then we run immediately. So it's a little bit of a game simulation. Yeah. Other than that, I think the drill is fun. Maybe you can try to explain more about these things in rugby because we don't play rugby and then we don't know how to link it in the real game. Yeah. You can show us like videos and stuff like that. Yeah. Vin?
Okay, what I have to say? Okay, generally overall quite fun. The drills, and like what I said, also maybe the side step a bit not to the lesson objective of being able to pass. So maybe like one progression that could actually do is just maybe just further our distance so that we throw a further distance from each other. I know at the start we had like some trouble lah. Like since we managed to be able to do after a while, maybe you can just progress from there. But the walking and passing was also a good progression overall. Yeah, so
Yeah.
actually that's all from me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So
Then
I can go next.
I'll try to be the next one that she shared. Okay, Kevin, go next.
Okay, yeah. So first I'll just start off with my own feedback for myself. So today I think I felt that the lesson kind of went well at the start. Maybe it's just that last drill that started to get a bit tougher because it was considerably a higher level. So yeah, cause honestly my situation is still that you guys are like already went through one lesson on, so like one lesson passing with me, but you guys actually haven't. So kind of that's some of the problem. But actually I feel that I could have actually just helped you by maybe giving more specific feedback. So like on the last drill when bro had some trouble passing, maybe I could just say maybe you wanna bend your knees more or like have your stick, remember to just keep the blade close so that you will be able to pass. Then maybe also like just how where you face your foot also. So maybe if I had given those like specific comments, then you guys will be able to correct yourself so that the pass is accurate. And then also I realized I focused too much on videoing also. So then that's why I kind of missed out and couldn't give the specific feedback. So I just need to remind myself not to do it so much. Yeah. Okay. So oh yeah, then also need to remember to do a regression. Yeah, cause the last drill was also tough, so maybe I could have probably just made it smaller, like in size, so that'll be easier. Okay, so now you guys can just give me some feedback.
Yeah, I think the drills, right, it started off a little bit too, how to say, maybe too difficult for some of us learners, because honestly, me and Rohino are not experienced in softball, despite the fact that for me, I have been going through a few sessions for the last lessons, except for Rohino, this is the first time going through a floorball session with you. But then again, the how to say, in terms of like strength control, in terms of where to how to control the direction of where the ball is going, we might not get the catch of it. So maybe you start with like the total distance in the future lesson. Then as we then you can just like just use a progression instead. Then you just slowly increase the distance between the learners as we progress. So instead of trying to find a way to regress down, right, you actually have more room for progression, which I think is a better option.
That's true.
You start off letting them successful, then we just slowly success and just ripple down to a good progression. Other than that, I think the time management and stuff are actually good.
Okay, so my feedback, I think I really enjoyed the drills. At first I thought it would be hard because I really have trouble like controlling the ball, but it was actually manageable. But then, what I can tell you is maybe we can maybe do like stationary passing without the ball, like do have a so that we can get the momentum on how to pass
The motion,
without
yeah.
the ball because yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. Especially the walking while trying to pass the ball, that one a bit hard.
Okay.
Then another thing is actually me like catching the ball, trying to stop the ball. That one I have had difficulty trying to like stop the ball. I don't know why. But
Okay.
yeah. Other than that, it's like it's all okay. It's just maybe the last part.
Mm,
Like what you said, just do a bit of regression by for the distance. Yeah, that's all.
okay.
Uh, from my point of view, I think it was okay, but like Rose said, she had a bit of trouble doing the passing. The last part, the one with the one that you pass to the opposite end and to
Mm,
run. That one was a bit unclear. I think you could have started them off like a slow one. Maybe they don't move first, they just get used to the distance and then they start moving. Then they will be able to know how much the weight of the ball. They will know how to weigh their ball better. Yeah, and how to gauge the distance better. Yeah. Other
okay.
than that, I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So the next
Marcus,
person.
you wanna go next?
No, for my own drill, right? Okay, so for mine is actually how to say throwing and dodgeball. So yeah, like, instead of you guys trying to murder one another out like what previous sessions has the went on, I just decided why not you guys just focus on that one particular skill. But then again, I find that my mistake is I could have focused on all three techniques when I think you can just focus on one. Because that softball itself is actually my actual softball, which a few techniques might not be helpful for you all, and it's not the most efficient equipment to use. Okay, so I think for me, right, one of the best way I can, I'll say, maybe we fine tune my session. It's just that I just need to focus on one technique for you, which is the overhand. So you guys can actually just focus on one throwing technique, right? So which is so much more inclusive or universal to put it that way. Then usage of space, I think yeah, the whole ring and bench is so last minute because it's a rush to even do a setup, and then we are supposed to find within that 15 minutes one. And that I think yeah, that's all for I have. I just waiting for you all to give a feedback on the session. Sorry.
I go.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I think your session is the usage of the space. You should have just like the blackboards at the other end. Yeah, you can use that maybe. And instead of using the rings and the bench, maybe you can like I took inspiration from Ian's drill lah, the color one, and then like you put like colored cones on the floor and then you shut one color, then maybe you can just like throw. So there's a little bit of a fun element. Because today I think your drill was like really, really like different from the previous one. I understand that it's like COVID and everything, but you can still like add the challenge aspect to so that we can have a bit of fun and like a game situation also lah. Yeah, so you just use color cones and then you shout and then we can throw at the color so that we can test our aim also instead of just the rings, and then the rings keep dropping, then we have to pick up. Yeah, other than that,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the initial plan right was that I just attach the strap towards the railing then just come down so that no matter how many times you hit it won't come off. But yeah, last minute we are how to say
All
due to
right,
the fact that
yeah.
I need to do a last minute setup. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, but then again, the purpose of this whole session plans, right, is not about fun already. It's about I need to apply all the Gentile taxonomy. All this. So basically, we can really teach a fun aspect that as long as the progressions into the Gentile taxonomy, the KCPs, and the learning objectives are in there. So, which is why it's not my priority in this lesson, especially this lesson is last minute plan due to Python.
Yeah, maybe you can try it next week or try to upgrade your session. Yeah.
I'll try see what I can.
Yeah. Next person.
Maybe I just go. Okay, so
Kevin, hold your mic closer to your mouth.
okay, okay, yeah, okay. So
You can hear him breathe.
Oh.
Overall, your drills was quite fun. Maybe like what I said, can make use of the color cones so that we can train our accuracy. Cause then like I say, I think using one technique for a future lesson just can already. Like hooking the arm and throwing overhand is to us a bit weird cause our hand will like just somehow naturally start to bend
It's like
also.
such a small ball, then it's
Yeah.
even though your hands are so small. I mean, even ICs is like
yeah. So I think I agree with your just
But then
overhand
in
the
terms
thing.
of accuracy, right, this is my concern. I
Yeah.
use the ring, which I don't need to say whichever color you're throwing. You just go and try and throw the ring. All of you look like good bobo.
I feel like playing Uncle Ringo game.
Yeah, then it's like, hey, I'm putting color rings, right? Is it going to be helpful? I don't think
It can
so.
be
So
progression
maybe yes,
though.
maybe not lah.
Like
Maybe yes, maybe not.
cause with your ring is like one spot that will constantly throwing to. So after a while maybe you get used to like we know the how to throw to that one spot. But if like you want accuracy, maybe like what I see
Maybe
the
I just
field.
swing the ring, then you all go and hit the ring.
Like the field you put at different spots, so constantly throwing at the ring at a different spot.
Yeah, so
So that one really accurate.
Because maybe you can run across, then we throw at you.
Oh shit.
You're right.
okay, so we
That one's fun, bro.
I do the on the camera, then the ring, then everybody will try to hit the ring.
Don't
Then there's like a point
lah.
of view of how the
Don't like that.
You roll your ring. No lah, like I actually say can already. You just make use of color. I feel like you can make use of the color cone.
I'll see how I can make. But as far as possible, I will prioritize the Gentile taxonomy over the
Yeah, okay.
Sorry to say.
Also,
I don't think you need to prioritize Gentile's taxonomy though, because like in the lesson plan he said don't need to label.
what do you
But
mean?
either way, as long as you're moving, isn't it Gentile's taxonomy?
No matter
already?
what, it's already all should be considered. What?
Yeah,
As
you
long
just
as
don't
it's
need to.
progressing,
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah.
to like label it. What? So I don't think you need to.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
we
have to
need to
say in your
label
course.
it.
It's just your
Surprisingly,
lesson
we need to
plan.
label.
Lesson plan have to
Why?
label.
But yeah, the session plan as much as possible, I try to minimize the loophole for them to mark me down. So okay, I try to include all the things if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so my point of view. Okay, so I didn't play, but I thought it was interesting to know the different skills. But then I agree that maybe you can minimize the skills to one or two, I guess. But I agree with the doing at the board, the blackboard. You just put the color list. I think there's this flat color list, right? I don't know why. Like
But how
colored
to stick
list.
to the wall? How to
Then
stick to the blackboard?
got masking tape, bro.
Put
Yeah,
on the
that
floor
time
also can what? On the wall, yeah. No?
that time Miss
Can
Dr.
what?
Coral also
Or
But
bring
it
like
the
cannot
the
tape.
stick.
cone.
It didn't stick very well though.
Can.
You all hit the color patch a few times,
That's
the
why,
whole thing
but
come off. Right?
then
Then
it
it
Never
got
mind,
Then you
it's
stick
sticky.
the
like
it's
cone
like
law, you stick the cone. The cone
can
I think
try
easier,
the
lighter.
cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
the
one would be
light.
a better idea, I guess. Yeah. So that's all for
The
me.
ring can still put on a bench, then you quickly move the bench, then put the cone.
Oh, the ring 10
The
points.
yeah, you throw in between the ring. Okay, let's
Roll
continue.
5 points.
Oish.
Then you all hit the
Eh.
then you all hit the cone instead. I hit the cone. You all take the cone.
Don't lah.
But hit the cameraman extra points, eh?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Okay, my turn, ah.
Your turn.
Yeah, okay.
So I think after like the safe management thing, I have to change my entire drill because mine actually involved like everyone at first. So I changed it to something that had simpler learning objectives, and also that could be also fun for you guys to participate in. So I think I wasted too much time on the first drill where you guys were learning how to pass because you already got it, and then I keep adding stuff in, and then it just delay. So I will shorten the first part. Then for the second part, maybe we can do a bit longer, the movements and everything. And then the last part will be the longest part. And because I didn't expect it to be so long, and I should have reduced the times that you guys need to pass to maybe 3 times or like 2 times, just so that you guys could get the hang of passing and then under pressure and then just running. So what Dr. Coral actually suggested to me was I use cones as a target so that as long as you guys are accurate, you guys will knock down the cone, right? So um I'm probably gonna use the cone suggestion, or maybe I use masking tape to draw boxes. Also can, so that you guys don't need to keep putting the cones up. Yeah. Other than that, I think I will continue with this lesson plan, and I'll keep improving on it as the time management. I think that's my concern. Yeah, time management. Yeah. Anyone have comments?
Yeah, I agree that I think the only improvement is your time management because your activities were actually very interesting. I like the, oh, sorry. I like the tic-tac-toe part because it's like challenging. You have to think ahead. Uh, and at the same time, we actually, in this time, your coaching session, we are more focused on the skill, which is the passing, right? So, like, we get to focus on the skill and then, like, the other thing, the concept of thinking ahead. So, that's the good part. Yes, other than that, yeah, just the time management. Like, the starting, we shouldn't focus on the passing so much. Maybe just like as long as we get 10, 15 times a clean one, then we can continue to other activities. Yeah, that's all.
Next.
Okay,
Anyone?
maybe
Thanks.
I'll go next. Yeah. Also, it's just your time management, but maybe if you want to cut down, maybe next time you'll just do like roll. Maybe they just pretend the border, then just do the action first. So that when they move on, they can like probably get the hang of it already. Then you can just ask them to do like 10, 15 consecutively, which is quite fast for them already. Because they know the action, then can move on to your tic-tac-toe, which I think will take up more time actually. Yeah, so besides that, actually all went well. Like just from outside point of view, it's actually look quite fun, and that I think it'll be quite engaging for the students. Okay, that's
For the take that go right. Next time you can shorten the distance a lot. The shuttle very tiring. Okay. Anyways, yeah, but for the take that go right, then the sprinting and stuff. Okay, I know the purpose is about trying to get your learners to think ahead, but then how well does it how does it progress along with gentle taxonomy? That one is maybe something you can consider. marking, right, they won't look at how fun the drill is. And but I made it. I have fun. Okay, because I had fun trashing Roy, and that's the main purpose of it. But then it's like but the progression along is not there. Then the objective is not so well met also. But the good thing is all the drills you align with the same learning objective. So yeah, that's a good point, and that's all for my side.
You said the progression was not really there. Is you
Because it's
find
like
the passing the distance of you guys were passing, was that enough for you guys, or do I have to make it more challenging?
I think distance was okay for me.
should
Like,
be
cause
okay
the
lah.
distance increasing was the progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that the shuttle run to play the tic tac toe,
Oh,
it was a bit of a
okay,
Oh.
I make it shorter.
Yeah.
and it's also a bit misaligned with the progression also. But overall, it's something that keeps session fun.
Yeah.
So it's still good, along with the learner's eyes, but not so with the evaluator's eyes.
Okay. Okay, I think we're done. Are we done?
Okay, so Royan, just
Oh.
okay. So let's just conclude.
Outro.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done with our COP, guys. Well done, everybody. So, actually good job for today's session. So hopefully we can improve on 2 more sessions, right? Two
Yeah.
more sessions.
We
Oh,
only
yeah.
have one more
So we can
session.
at least-
One more
one more
session.
session.
Week
Okay.
12 is
Can we have
submission.
one?
Week 13 is testing.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay,
next week,
so
week
in
11,
this-
isn't it?
Next week, we
Two
need
more
to submit
sessions.
our-
Two more sessions,
Yeah.
cause we
Two,
missed out
two.
last week. What?
Two.
Okay.
Two.
Yeah, so got two more.
Yeah,
Still got
good.
two more.
Yeah, we can do this.
Okay,
Let's just
can
help
do
each
this.
other out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can do this.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, guys.